Hello there, it's Hillary and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. Today I am showing you a new free printable that I made for Giving Tuesday. Now, if you didn't know this, 10% of Creative Faith profits each year go to New Hope Girls. It is a ministry in the Dominican Republic, and in 2014 through 16, I lived in the Dominican Republic, and this is Joy and I. She is the owner and founder of New Hope, and I taught one of her sons for 2 years, as well as two other kids, and I learned more about New Hope. I got to volunteer a lot at New Hope, and it just is such a dear ministry. So they have a safe house for girls, and then they also have a workshop for women, and they make beautiful bags and purses and have lots of really awesome things in their shop. And so all over the world, but especially in the Dominican Republic, sex trafficking is really big, and it is a very dark, heavy thing. And Joy and her team are kind of on the front lines there, rescuing girls from unsafe living conditions. Girls very, very young who have been subject to horrible things. And we are called to be the hands and feet of Jesus in the world, and that is exactly what Joy is doing. So after I left the Dominican Republic, I moved back to the States and I started Creative Faith. And a few years into running Creative Faith, I was just kind of thinking about Giving Tuesday. I was thinking about the platform and the audience that the Lord has blessed me with the Creative Faith community. And I thought, I really want to use this influence that the Lord has blessed me with to share about New Hope. And so it became, and it still is, kind of the ministry of Creative Faith & Co. So 10% of all the yearly profits go to New Hope, and I love being able to share about New Hope with you. And so I have a blog post for Giving Tuesday for this year, and it has this new free printable that I made. There are also 2 other printables, free printables that I made, one in 2018 and one in 2020, that are also on my blog and are for New Hope. And so you can go check those out. And I wanted to share today the new printable I made, the new freebie, as well as 3 ways that you can make a difference through New Hope. And I have 2 other YouTube videos that I've done about New Hope. One of them is a tour of the whole facility and the workshop, and I have a really awesome interview with Wanda, who runs the workshop for the women where they make all the bags. And so that is a really awesome video to check out. So I'll have both that video and another one linked below. But 3 ways you can make a difference. So the first way is to pray passionately, and that is what this printable is for. It has prayer prompts and images that you can use to decorate your prayer journal. And after I talk a little bit about this, I am going to cover this traveler's notebook and make it a prayer journal for New Hope. So I'll do that once I finish sharing a little bit. But it's really important to pray, and maybe you don't know what to pray for New Hope. And so I have a few prompts for the girls as well as for the New Hope staff. So thought this would be a really awesome tool that you can use. There's a couple pattern papers that you can use to make the base of your prayer journal, and I hope it is just a really awesome, again, tool to help you pray for New Hope, because it is very dark, the ministry and the world that we live in, but especially around New Hope, is very dark and very scary. And the most important thing we can do is get on our hands and knees and cry out to the Lord on behalf of New Hope. And so praying passionately is very, very important. The next thing you can do is give generously. I have been reading a book called Radical. Let me go get it. So this is the book that my Bible study group has been reading, and I'm actually kind of toying around with maybe doing like a creative faith book study on this, perhaps on Zoom. But after the Bible, this is the book that has changed my life the most. And it is about, loving and serving the least of these. It's about, poverty in the world and how, as believers, it is our job to give and pray and support. And it talks a lot about giving and generosity and is just very convicting and challenging in all the best ways. So I'll have this link down below on Amazon if you want to pick it up. It would be a really great Christmas gift for someone who really loves the Lord and is ready to be challenged and convicted in their faith. And then there's also a coordinating Bible study that has videos that go along with this too. So anyways, as I've been reading this, I've been thinking a lot about New Hope and just how, because the book talks a lot about giving, and so giving generously is a really great way to support New Hope too. You can give a one-time gift, or you could give a monthly gift too, or a weekly gift. It is totally up to you, but they definitely need funds to be able to continue doing the work they're doing in the Dominican Republic. So that's the second way you can make a difference. And this book really kind of talks about, the American dream and how, especially in the United States, how we spend our money and how we should be giving so much more than we do. And then the last way you can make a difference to help support New Hope is to purchase with a purpose. New Hope, their website, they have bags and purses and pencil pouches. They have t-shirts and mugs and so many awesome things that would make really great Christmas gifts. And I have so many of their things. I love the cosmetic pouches and the tote bags. I have a duffel bag that I love bringing on trips to the beach for the weekend, as well as my husband and I each have one of their t-shirts. I have one of the mugs, so really awesome store. And when you purchase, you are supporting New Hope. So those are 3 ways that you can make a difference today on Giving Tuesday. So I want to now set up a prayer journal for New Hope and then decorate and do a few pages. So what I did was I printed all the elements on white sticker paper. So I'm going to try and cover the whole cover. We will see how this works. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but here we go. I've never done this before. I've never covered a whole cover with sticker paper. So we'll see. But I think it's super important to pray, and I loved the thought of having a dedicated New Hope prayer journal. I haven't done that before, so I just thought that would be a neat idea. And hopefully this will fit and be able to cover the whole cover. We'll see. I didn't think about that. And then I'm going to just slowly push it down, like so. Just barely doesn't cover the bottom, but that is okay. So I got the front done. This is making me kind of nervous. But even if it's not perfect, that is okay. Now I'll do the back. Slowly trying to get out all the air bubbles. And then there's a little bit left. And I want to save this to use to decorate the edge of one of the pages. All right. Wow, that actually worked out all right. And because the cover of the notebook I used, because it's almost the same color, you can really barely see it. Oops. that is exciting. So I'm gonna trim down the excess from the edges, and then I'm gonna add the title to the cover. So it's kind of neat to have dedicated prayer journals for different things. So like I have a prayer journal for my husband. I also love having seasonal prayer journals too. So I have a Christmas prayer journal that I am going to be starting, as well as, I have a fall prayer journal, and I'll have this kind of generic one for the spring. And then I have one for the summer. So I really like having seasonal journals. All right. I think it is turning out very cute. So now I want to put this on the cover with our title, Prayer Journal for New Hope. And then on the inside, I'm going to put the list of prayer prompts, like so. And I think I want to write, like I said, I think I mentioned it, write 2 prayers today in this video. But of course, I can add this traveler's notebook to my traveler's notebook cover. Another printable I pulled to use today is my Hearts printable, and this is a really awesome printable that I talk about a lot. It has hearts in every single possible color, so you could use it on any project you're working on. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so now we have the first spread. So I think I'll do one of these on one side. Ooh. And I definitely want to use some of the flowers because I think those are really cute. Turned out kind of fun. And that'll fit over here. And I want to put the picture of Joy and I. And then I can write a prayer for her on this page, and then a prayer for the New Hope girls on the other page. It is a really pretty green color scheme. I guess you could also use these for Christmas too, but these florals definitely aren't Christmassy. I was going for sort of like a 70s vibe. And I think I'll put the coffee mug because Joy loves coffee. And I might decorate maybe a couple more pages too, since I have some elements left. And just trimming off the edges of the printables. I love having them go off the page just a little bit. I'll do this little one up top. And I definitely want to use this piece left over from the cover. I want to use that down the side of the page. I think that'll look neat. Have it go like this. Hopefully it will just fit. Like so. Perfect. Just need to trim off a little tiny bit. I'm glad I didn't pick a bigger notebook to use as my base. I also could have used a long-armed stapler and some white paper of my own and created my own traveler's notebook. I've done that in the past too. But I thought I have some blank inserts that would be really great to use too. And I think it saved me some time. Oh, that looks cute. And I think maybe over here I'll put a heart, a couple hearts. And I liked this phrase too, be a light in the darkness. Because that's what we're called to do. And the world is extremely dark. But I'm thankful that God is in control. Really love how that's set up. So off camera, I'm going to write a few prayers and then I'll come back. Okay, here are my final 2 prayer journaling pages. So I have the one here for Joy and then the one here for the girls. And I have room to pray. I'll probably on this page do a prayer for the staff. And I have lots more pages to add more pictures and prayers for New Hope. And it will be neat to see this journal grow as I continue to pray for them. I forgot to mention 2 things. First off, right now through the end of the year, New Hope has a donor who is matching donations. So that is really awesome. So your donation, if you donate $50, the donor will match, and so your gift goes double. Makes double the impact. And so that is why it is an awesome time to give if you can right now, and that's through the end of the year. And then they're also doing a free gift with donation. I don't know how long that lasts, and I'm not totally sure how it works. If you have to make a note of it if you want one, but your free gift is a little ornament, a little bag ornament. And so they did this a couple years ago, and so I got a little bag ornament for donating, and I love putting it on my tree. It is a reminder, again, a visual reminder to pray for New Hope. So that is really sweet as well. So I forgot at the beginning of the video to mention that. So be sure to check out the links in the description box below, the link to the blog post with this free printable, as well as the links to those 2 other videos that I mentioned. And I'll link of course, the New Hope website, their Instagram, their Facebook page. I'll link their donation page too. So all of the important links will be down below in the description box, so you can check out all the ways you can support New Hope. And it would be really sweet to comment below a prayer for New Hope today if you have the time, if you have a few moments. And that would be, I know, really sweet for Joy to read and be encouraged by all of your prayers as the Creative Faith community cheers on New Hope in all they're doing to spread the gospel, rescue girls and women, and make an impact for the kingdom of the Lord in the Dominican Republic. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos, and I will see you next time. Bye, friend!